We're going to start with the DXY, which is the dollar index. So it's tracking the strength of the US dollar. And this is what we were looking at in our last video. We were seeing it bouncing off of the bottom of this channel that we have marked out here on the screen. And we were expecting it to continue to run up. And as it runs up, we were expecting to see the stock and equity markets start to kind of sell off, because we observed that the DXY trades in inverse with the stock and equity markets. And here we are checking it out, and it looks like exactly what we thought would happen did happen. You can see that the DXY has run up. We've actually run up, and we're right at the top of the channel, which is also correlated right with the Trading Buddies strength band. So this is about the range where we're going to expect for it to cool off on its run and find some resistance. And so it's kind of an important level here for the DXY. If we do find that resistance and push back down, remaining in this channel, then we could see that stocks and equity markets in the coming weeks start to kind of climb again as the DXY cools off, and the markets kind of come back. So this is what we have pulled up here. First thing we want to look at, and
so
play it out just
we've been tracking this for like a few weeks now, I think, and we started tracking it when it was at the bottom of the channel, and we had told people that like it'll bounce, and it did bounce, and we did end up seeing the stock market pulling back this week. We can see that right here. See, this is S&P 500 here, and we can see how it topped out and it's been dropping, and so the DXY, it did reach that's the indicator that we have. That's a custom indicator. It's called the Maxsi Trading Buddy, and how it works is that bull and a green band means we're going to be in a bullish trend or an uptrend, and then if we get a bear signal and a red band, it means that price is gonna be in a downtrend or a bearish trend. Yeah. So we did see it top out, and then it's just been sort of in this channel that we see now, and now we've reached the strength band, and this is the weekly chart for the dollar. So the strength band kind of acts like a mean reversion sort of area. So like price tends to retest it, in a bullish trend, you can see price dropping to it, but then the band should hold as support, and we should keep bouncing on it. Mm-hmm. And in a bear trend, the opposite kind of happens. So it'll be interesting to see if we actually flip this to bull, if we close above it and bounce on it. And that's the important thing, because we can always kind of go above and fall back below, and that's kind of that's called a deviation. So that wouldn't be good. So it's kind of like that'll be a bull trap. Yeah. If it goes above and falls back down.
Classic bull trap. But we are definitely right on this important range here to track, which it looks like this is going to be where we expect to find resistance, and we're looking for it to now be rejected here, move down, and that means dollar losing a bit of strength, equities stepping in to kind of fill the void and gaining some strength, which is actually going to be interesting, because a lot of traders right now in the retail kind of chatter forums and stuff like Wall Street Bets or anywhere where people are trading and talking about trading, a lot of everybody is expecting the markets to sell off. And and as much as I hope people don't get wrecked, it is looking like we got the sell off already, and now we're looking to cool off on this sell off, and probably going to see the next few days, early next week, likely bouncing and moving up if this DXY strength band holds as resistance. So
exactly. So if the DXY or the dollar, if it pulls back, then we tend to see stocks and crypto go up, and also next week is the monthly close that's coming up, and if you look at the monthly, stocks don't right now, the candle doesn't look too great, so like on a monthly time frame, it still looks kind of toppy.
Yeah, when you change the time frame like that, what we're visually changing is each one of these candles now represents a full month. So
Exactly.
this is quite a long range that you're looking at, even though the chart's not super massive.
Exactly. So now, for example, we changed it back to the weekly now. So, but in a shorter time period, shorter in the sense like a few weeks out, you could, if the DXY, the dollar pulls back, then you can see stocks do a retest, or we go up a little bit, and then it'll be important to see if it actually makes a new high after that. If it gets rejected at resistance here on the weekly, and then tops out there, and then it continues falling, then on the monthly you can. This might seem that it could be that it's topped out.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting to track this and track it with the dollar, because they kind of move. How the dollar moves affects stocks too.
Yeah, this is also a good metric to track if you're a forex trader. So if the DXY is gaining strength, then we're expecting to see the dollar gain strength relative to foreign exchange currencies. So you'd expect to see the dollar becoming stronger as the DXY climbs. The dollar should gain strength relative to like the euro, the Great Britain pound, or the won, the yuan, all of the other foreign exchange currencies.
So I just changed the chart to the monthly for the DXY, the dollar, and it looks pretty bullish why does it look bullish? First, we're still on a bull print, and this just seems like we're bouncing off
right on the band,
the strength band.
Dang.
and that's a bullish candle compared to the last candle.
Then it's important to note the monthly is closing in 3 days. So if it
closes
like that, that's a very bullish close. Dang, I hadn't looked at the
very
monthly.
Bullish close. And the starch RSI, it's another indicator which you could use, but it looks when it flatlines like this and it's at the very bottom, it's been oversold for a long time.
Yeah,
you see when it's been chopping around here. So if it starts running up, it has a lot.
It has a lot of room on the monthly there. Dang, I hadn't even watched the monthly chart. That's interesting. That's a good one to catch. Dang.
So if the monthly stays bullish for the DXY and the monthly for stocks close bearish, then we could see stocks definitely have a pullback. In Q4, in the coming months, basically.
Absolutely.
But right now,
all eyes on the DXY, it looks like. So is there some big weekly closes targets, and then clearly the monthly is starting to look quite bullish. The weekly looks like it may be running a little bit out of steam. We are hitting the top of the channel. We're possibly going to get rejected here at the strength band, but it is going to be an important level to track and to watch. Because if we do not get rejected here and we break out of this channel, then it will continue to run up, and we expect obviously the inverse to be true for equities. So if the DXY does start to break out like that, equities probably continue their sell-off, and then all the people on Wall Street bets and all the short sellers and retail traders who are calling for a dump will get what they want.